Hi, I'm Greg,
And I'm Alice.
and we're punk expats in Mexico.
And today we want to talk to you about this experience we had when we were just out for a casual evening walk one day.
Yeah, it's a really great example of how you can just have these enriching cultural experiences on something as simple as an evening walk. Come along and check it out with us. We took an evening stroll towards the center of Coyoacán and ended up in Parque Hidalgo. As we approached the center of the park, we noticed that there was an event going on. It seemed to be some type of a ceremony, so we decided to stop and watch. After talking to some dancers, we realized that this was an event organized by Calpulli Tezcatlipoca, which is a dance troupe that is based here in Coyoacán. Calpulli Tezcatlipoca was celebrating not only their 19th anniversary, but also the autumnal equinox. As with all agrarian cultures, the dates of the vernal and autumnal equinox are very important in Mexican culture. They mark the best times of the year to either plant seeds or harvest crops. In pre-Columbian Mexico, the autumnal equinox marked the return and ascent of Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, to heaven, meaning the days would shorten and the nights would grow longer and the earth would get colder. Calpulli is a Nahuatl word designating an organizational unit below the level of city-state. The word calpulli itself means large house, but it refers to a tightly knit community that shares common language, values, religious beliefs, and customs. Calpulli formed the basis of Aztec society. Nowadays, calpulli sometimes refers to local organizations that carry on the cultural and spiritual traditions of the Mexica. This dance and conch ceremony, which is a religious ceremony, is occurring at the footsteps and in the shadow of the Iglesia San Juan Bautista, a church built in the very earliest years of the Spanish conquest of Mexico to establish Catholicism and replace the so-called pagan religions of the indigenous peoples. In fact, Iglesia San Juan Bautista was built upon the site of a calmecac, a school for indigenous nobility, whose ruins still exist beneath the cloister to this very day. The Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés ordered the destruction of the calmecac and directed that the now enslaved Mexica use the stones to construct the foundation of this church. What's fascinating to me is that in 2021, as we mark 500 years since the invasion and conquest of Mexico, this calpulli is not only keeping alive the dances, but the traditions, the language, and the sense of community that the conquistadors and the Catholic Church tried so hard to eradicate. Mexico is officially commemorating 2021 with the slogan, 500 Years of Indigenous Resistance, and a mock-up of the Templo Mayor in the Zócalo. But for the members of this calpulli, resistance to colonization is a living, breathing community. It is a continuous dance.